channel. My name's Bob Walker, and I've been looking at keeping bees for the past couple of years and just really didn't have what I considered to be room. I lived in a subdivision with very small backyards and just not much in the way of room to what I thought would be good room for keeping bees. So I've been studying a lot of beekeeping channels like Vino Farms, Barnyard Bees, South Carolina Happy Bees, JP the Bee Man, 628 Dirt Rooster, lots and lots of different beekeeping channels, and they all have lots of knowledge that they've been sharing on YouTube. So my thing was, I felt that I would do the same because 2020 will be my first year with bees, and I just thought it would be interesting to show people what I'm doing to get started and, you know, learn from my mistakes, because I know I'll make some. Everything I can tell has been, you know, do your research. It can be costly to get into beekeeping, so I'm trying to do it as inexpensively as I can. So, you know, what I want to do is start accumulating my gear. I've already secured some bees coming up for the spring, thanks to South Carolina Happy Bees YouTube. He just lives a few miles from me, which was one of the things I always read, find a mentor that will help you. And he's been able, in the last few weeks, it's been cold here in South Carolina, but he's been able to give me some guidance and let me put my hands on some bees and see if it was something I was interested in, and things of that nature. So it's really been good. I watch Barnyard Bees, and he keeps a lot of 5-frame nucleus colonies. So to show you what I've done in preparation, and I'm probably going to do a video on what I've done and how to do this on the cheap. So let me flip this around. I'm going to show you what I've done, and I've got a kind of a messy stack right now, but I'm going to flip it around. All right. Oop. Wow, sun this morning. So I've made a 5-frame nucleus colony. Let me unstack some of this stuff for you guys, and I'll just show you what I've done. All right, so to the left here is a 5-frame nucleus colony. And you can see there's some things that I liked and didn't like about it. Man, I'm just not organized, am I? Let me get organized here. I apologize. Take this cover off. And I just used some old paint I had around the house, guys. I didn't go out and do this. So anyway, this is David from Barnyard. Wow. David from Barnyard Bees' plans. My dogs are going to start barking. My screen has shut off, so for some reason my GoPro decided I wanted to shut off. So this is David from Barnyard Bees' plans here. I borrowed South Carolina Happy Bees, gave me a frame so I could size it up, and I like it. However, I didn't know if that was too much of a gap based on his plan. I mean, I can almost get my whole finger in there. I don't know. I'm new. I'm first time beekeeper. You see how much I can get my finger in there. If I push it all the way to this end, it closes the gap over here. But now I got like almost a fingertip width right here. And I didn't know if the bees would, you know, propolize that or keep it, or if that would mess it up. So I did, and of course this has a bottom board that's attached. I don't know if you can see that. Let me move out of the way. A bottom board that's attached, and I don't know if this thing's still recording. Yeah, it is. I'm sorry. A bottom board that's attached here, and some people like that and some people don't. And then I have this one that I've modified a bit, and I can't see anything that you guys see, but you can see I've narrowed the gap down right there on both sides. It's a little, I actually did, like that one right there has a full board, 3/4 board on each end. This one has the 3/4 board, but I've notched it out, right, and moved it in. And I made a, this is more of a hive, where this is more of a nucleus colony, 5-frame hive, because I made a bottom board and did that. I also, let me see if you guys can see this here. I'll put this top on here, but wow, I got it stacked up terrible here. All right, so this is just another hive body, same as that one. Just made 2 of them out of the same piece of wood to stack on the top there. So let me get to the side where I know the sun is. So I got a hive base, I've got hive body, 2 hive bodies, and then using South Carolina Happy Bees, uses these little trim rings here. I could probably flip that over, I don't know. Flip that over, and then I'll step back and give you a view here. So I'm not a woodworker, I just happen to have a bunch of tools. And I need to paint this again. This was just first coat. And I made an expansion ring so I could put a feeder down there if I'd like, and migratory cover. So I actually made another box, and it was it actually I cut it 1/4 inch, the side's 1/4 inch too short when I cut it, and so I couldn't use it, so I just used it as a scrap box. But this was the what I've gotten so far. So I probably could have made 4 of these nucleus colonies right there out of 1 3/4 sheet of plywood. I ended up with 3 and then a scrap piece of wood holder. So yeah, definitely made some mistakes, but you know, I made these this past weekend, and I painted them, and then the next day it rained. So I don't know if that's going to be a you know, I've got to make another put another coat on it, but you know, that's kind of what happened. So at any rate, I didn't want this to be a real long video. I'm trying to make a positive out of a somewhat negative situation, and so I've decided to start keeping bees. And I'll give you a quick tour around, just a little bit here. So this is the backyard. The front yard is much bigger. There's woods behind on 3 sides, well, 2.5 sides. I'm gonna call it 2.5. So this I've got to fix. This was a dog pen enclosure at one time, and you know, over the years, after my father passed away, and hadn't been getting maintained, but some trees fell across, so I got to cut that out. This is where I'm planning to put the apiary, is back here in this corner. And you know, just to give you the idea of what we're planning to do. That was 2 sides. The 3rd side is, and I live a little bit out in the country. I'm gonna try to do this slowly. It's kind of it's an extra lot, but it's kind of partially cleared. Nobody lives on it. There's a house way back over there, but other than that, it just kind of wraps around. Got a I'm gonna call it 250-year-old oak tree right there in the front of the yard. but there's a bigger front yard than there is a backyard. And obviously I've got some side yard to play with here. But that gives you an idea of what I'm starting with. And hopefully you guys will come around on the journey with me on this channel and give me suggestions, give me tips and tricks and things we need to watch for and look at. You know, maybe tips on killing varroa mites or killing hive beetles, or, you know, when to split, when not to split, all kinds of things. And we'll just go on the journey together and see what we come up with. But until next time, guys, I appreciate you tuning in, and we'll see you later. Thank you.